public because they knew we would ask questions. He has fans.
Yeah, but I think part of it was like a humiliation thing as well. Yeah. You know, I think there was a lot that was in that video that was okay, fine, you know, released to the public, but it was a humiliation thing.
Edited that video. It was edited.
No, of course, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Those are two videos joined together and fast forwarded, make it very fast. If it was just to show whoever that sent them, they wouldn't have to go through all that stress.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think she said, yeah, it's the same thing, right?
The way they're
sent it, and also for the audience, for the masses.
Something about that voice note, those two voice notes, I don't know if they are the same or from the same person, but what those things depict is that it's trying to throw off, like it's throwing us off track. Well, the other one is telling us that it's Sam Larry that killed Mohbad. And it's that narrative they were pushing at that time. The other voice note was telling us it was, they brought him to the hospital, blah, 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 they took him away. These two people are anonymous. We don't know them. They are faceless.
But I think this one can easily be known since he's mentioning names and
connecting. No, we can't know him.
I mean, we don't know him, but I'm thinking with investigation, right? Because he's mentioning C Black, he's mentioning, right? He's saying, he's literally attaching himself to.
So C Black is only C Black.
I don't even know who that is.
C Black can actually come out and tell us if he recognizes that voice. And Naira Marley and Sam Larry. All the people he mentioned, they're the only people that can tell us who that voice is.
What if they recognize the voice and they find that person?
But let them say who it is.
Allegedly, we don't know.
Let them say who that voice is. So those two voices are anonymous voices and it's coming from one source.
Yeah, but do you know what? I feel as though even Sam Larry himself, he was sent by someone to send Wunmi to do what she did. I believe that. And that's why this whole situation is a little bit complicated. Because if it was just Wunmi herself, you know, who did this, I'm telling you, all those boys that were in the house would have been like, she did that thing. Yep. She did it. But they are not only afraid of...
Shanghai have been digging Cairo. The excavation is enormous.
Oh, sorry, Tyler. I feel as though they are not only afraid of Wunmi, they're afraid of Sam Larry, but more importantly, the person that sent Sam Larry to tell Wunmi to do that thing. That's who they're afraid of.
I want to say that no one sent her to do that thing. She requested for their service.
No, she was part of the game. She was in it for.
I want to believe she's the one that called them to alert them about anything in the first place. It's not like
she volunteered
they were together in the house. They went to the show. She was at the car park. He was performing. Who was she talking to? Who did she contact?
Oh yeah, the whole thing. The whole thing was planned from the beginning. Of course, I mean it's obvious. The whole thing was planned from. Even the show itself, like that guy said in his voice note, it was a trap. That was a way to bring him into the lines then, to make sure that they followed through with their plan, as discussed before. I agree with you. I think she volunteered to do that thing because obviously she wanted to make sure that she received her money, either from the show and other things as well. Let's be honest. But I still think that Sam Larry knows about this thing and somebody sent him.
You're very correct. I think so. I think the record label has something to do with Wunmi. Because it's not coincidence. Wunmi keeps saying it's the Malians. Naira Marley and Sam Larry through Mama Mohbad. And these people are not saying anything.
I don't, you know what, as much as I don't like Naira Marley and all his foolishness, I just don't think so. I don't think it's him.
But if it's Sam Larry, then it's Naira Marley. Because
Sam Larry is not only attached to Naira Marley though, he works for several people.
No, because the money comes from Naira Marley. So
No,
the money.
no, I don't think so.
Now,
Not all the time, right? No.
this thing is all about money. They kill this guy about his money.
Right,
Where
but
is his money coming from?
I think for Wunmi it was about money, to steal his properties, his royalties, to get everything.
And how do you steal his property and his royalty?
Well, you get rid of him, obviously.
You get it
Through next of
from
kin,
Naira,
though.
not from
No,
Sam
through next
Larry.
of kin and all that, right?
Yeah, through next of kin. But I think she would have got that anyway. But I think the person who sent them, or who sent people like Sam Larry and so on to do this thing, was not Naira Marley. Because she was going to receive her money regardless of whoever at the top. Because Wunmi was relying on that protection from the person who told Sam Larry to tell her to do that thing. If you understand what I'm trying to say, Coco knows exactly what I'm saying, allegedly. Because regardless, she was going to... Do you know what? For Naira Marley, it's more of a headache. Because regardless, he would have had to pay Wunmi something. She's not somebody you want to be dealing with because she's going to try and make sure she gets that money. So I don't think he would have been the one that would have told her to do that. And then she's like, hang on, where's my money? Because he knows who he's dealing with.
He's not directly either.
Yeah, I just don't think so. I think that there's somebody else who's linked to Sam Larry that told him that, you know what, this guy knows way too much of our secrets and he's making a little bit too much noise out there. And putting our names out there, he needs to be gone.
Okay, don't forget that Naira Marley and Mohbad were in court before he died. Mohbad took Naira Marley to court because of his royalties, right? So how come just after a short period, you gave him some of the money, I don't know how many percent you gave him, of what you owe him, and less than a year, he died. And we can't see the money, the trace of the money. Something has happened along the way.
Yeah, of course.
Because if we can see
No,
the
but I don't think
money,
it's still to Naira's benefit to go about it that way, though.
no, he owes Mohbad a lot. So it's to his benefit that Mohbad is no longer here.
Yeah, I agree.
He has the greatest benefit that he's no longer here.
Yeah,
not
Wunmi
at
has
the detriment
second.
of being. No, not at the detriment. I don't think he would at that detriment of owing, being in permanent, like, how would I say it? Owing Wunmi permanently, because that's not something you can just.
No, see how they cancelled it out. He's going to pay Wunmi some money, and Wunmi will kill Mohbad.
No, I doubt
So
it.
nobody owes anybody moving forward.
No, I doubt.
I'm telling you.
Naira would.
that's too straightforward.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
how
too
did
straightforward.
how did Naira Marley come about those questions? How did he come about those questions?
No, that's why we're saying.
He's not the smartest
At least
in
not
the class.
directly, right? Naira might know something too, but
He's not the
gonna.
smartest in class. How did he come about
But you know,
those questions?
Summer, I agree with what you're trying to say, but I think there's more to it than just Naira Marley, is what me and Coco are saying. It can't just be Naira Marley. I'm sure he was thinking, oh, thank God, somebody finally got rid of this guy for me, because now I don't have to owe nobody nothing, okay? I can just ride on and don't have to fight anybody. But I think there were multiple people. Does anyone have a video of that girl who's in America with the cap on? And she was being interviewed by this other girl, and she said that they were coming heavy. These people were coming heavy after Mohbad, and he couldn't even go to the airport to try and leave the country. Naira Marley's kept his mouth shut, even when his name was said, which made me think that this was bigger than him. If it was just him that had conspired to do this, he would have just said, well, you did this straight away. But he can't say that. He can't come out and just say, oh, it was Wunmi and those boys in the house that did this, because he understands that they were linked to somebody else who's much bigger than him.
Exactly.
I hope what I'm saying makes sense. Because
Summer, it's like
100%.
The moment
it's
Nigerians,
like saying
And that person bigger than him is still hanging around with him.
okay, wait,
So
let
we're
me.
suspect.
The moment Nigerians came out to say it was Naira Marley that did this, immediately he brought out those questions.
no.
Meaning,
No,
he was
it's just
also trying to throw us off track, to look away from him. He doesn't
But when you think about criminal organization, right? You have to, even if it's not directly involved, right? There's always a code out there. Even if you might know, you won't speak, right? Because you're not, basically, he's not being a snitch, right? But he's going to throw questions out there so you can take the attention away from him, so he can take attention away from himself. Because he knows he's not the responsible. But at the same time, he's not going to say who it is, even if he knew, right? Because that's not his job to say this person is responsible, because that's the code out there.
Coco, it's not even that. He can't say who it is.
Exactly.
He can, even if he wanted to, he cannot say it.
That's what I meant. He can't even say it.
He cannot say it because that person is much bigger than him. He can never ever say
Exactly.
it. Ever.
Let me ask you a question. If tomorrow we discover that Naira Marley has paid Wunmi some kind of money that belongs to Mohbad, what would you think about that?
What do you mean?
If it's like a legal way of payment, why would you pay her? She's not legally married to him.
Because in his last statement, he
That
said
happened
he's going to give.
before he revealed. That happened before he revealed that to Baba, that basically Mohbad's money wasn't going to Mohbad. It was CY and her family. The money was
So
going
how
to.
come about that? Why was Mohbad's money? And what I'm saying here is that if we discover, because Naira Marley in his statement, he said that eventually he's going to hand over Mohbad's money to his family or his son. So if at the end of the day, Naira Marley hands over Mohbad's money to his son, what do you have to say about that?
No, because if it's his son, then it's legal. There's no, you can't
No,
really
like
say.
the DNA hasn't been done.
But he's not doing that right now, right? So
He said that's
Yeah,
what
so at the moment, before you can say that's his son, we need to prove that DNA. So I think that's what he's implying, that,
So if he does that, that's a win, because he will still owe the money.
So that means this money will keep hanging until the DNA is done. It's not just about Wunmi right now and her baby. There's also money involved in the Malian records. So at what point will they free this money?
Yeah, but you know what, Soma, if you go back at the beginning, the first thing we said even in that statement, which to me was a red flag, straight away, now the family will fight to get royalties from the Naira Marley records. They said that in that statement. Well, immediately after Mohbad had died, they said that, he's gone, the family's sad and so on. But now they're focusing on making sure that they get his royalties from Naira Marley. That was the first thing Wunmi said. As far as I'm concerned, that was Wunmi that was doing all the statements. She was ready for her money immediately. And if it was Naira, this is what makes me believe that, yes, Naira Marley is involved one way or another. Okay, let's say he's involved, okay? But it's not just him. I don't think he alone was the only person that said, yeah, I want this guy gone, okay? I think there were other people that were bigger than him. Listen, the way that the show was even organized, and this guy's mentioning, allegedly, people like Chief Priest or whatever, that's bigger than Naira. Let's be honest.
That's bigger than Naira.
There's several people.
For someone to organize such an event, to make sure that they racket in this guy into the lion's den. Come on. It's not just, of course, okay, Naira is involved, but somebody else who said, you know what, do it, it's fine. I'm more important than all you people are little to me. I want this done. And it was done.
And you know, Naira asked who took him to the last show.
Yeah, that's why he's asking too, though, right? To me, I don't think, trust me, I actually don't think Naira is bigger. It will make this thing drag this long. I don't think Naira is more powerful.
Keeping quiet is making it drag.
It's not only Naira. Naira had an interest in Mohbad being gone. Whoever it is, the big monarch had an interest. Although right now, I'm not even thinking, I think Wunmi played that monarch as well. Look, let's watch as everything unfolds.
Exactly.
You see, there were so many people who wanted Mo out of the way. The industry gods as well. You know, he was a big threat in that industry. So they all teamed up to take him out. They all teamed up to take him out. And the person they used was Wunmi.
And that's why they're not saying anything.
And that's why, exactly. And that's why underneath, they might even be financing Wunmi being protected. You see, all the money that's going back and forth in this, you would even see that the infiltration in the justice for Mohbad, the people who are actually seeking justice, their divide and rule methods are being funded by all these people. You know, I don't know whether I'm making sense, but it's a very, very
sense.
Yeah, it's a very deep situation. It's not straightforward at all. And let me say something. Wunmi will eventually sing like a bird, except they take her out.
Which they can't, right? Honestly, because now they know she's a recorder. So they don't know what they have.
They can't take her out because that's
They
what
can't.
they will. They want to. They will.
Because they don't know who else she's confiding
You
in.
see, whether they take her out or not, you know, they can still be exposed. Because if I were Wunmi, I would have forwarded as much information out to other people that they can't even get hold of. And I would just say to them, if I'm out, throw these things out. Do you see what I mean?
So it's like he's done that, so they know.
Yeah, I would get rid of her because I'd rather she's out here making herself look like a fool, because you don't know what she's got in case, you know, that does happen to her. Yes. But, you know, Mariam, you're so right. This thing has a web. The fact that even, what's his name, Bella, she can go on TV and mention that Bella is supporting her.
Bella is part of the people who was jealous of me.
He is.
That's correct.
And the fact she can mention his name and say that he is supporting her financially, and he can show his face to her child, but to me, it said everything I needed to know. He was involved.
He was the one who provided Mohbad with a lawyer.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? He's got everything that Mohbad has worked for in his hands. And him giving Wunmi money is using Mohbad's money to finance Wunmi at the end of the day.
Exactly.
You know, all these people are so stupid. All their web of lies or whatever, it would only be taken in by foolish people. It is so clear and evident to anyone who is right thinking, you know, what they've done.
I don't forget that even Wunmi's friend, the voice note BJ played, even Wunmi accused Bella of being the one giving Mohbad's job.
Yeah, so that guy is a rogue. Even, did you now see, what's his name? Freestyle or whatever, Style Free or whatever, that dancer.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, that's lifestyle. Do you see the rubbish he's spewing out on the web, on the internet? All these people were just frenemies that lacked glory, that surrounded Mohbad. You know, I mean, one big lesson that we should all take away from this, that when you're climbing up, you see those your never do well friends, it's probably good to just get rid of them, because you never know the mind of man. Do you understand? I mean, how he let all of those people be around him, and he knew. It is so sad, but you know what? Sometimes when something is your destiny, you just can't avoid it. You know?
They all know. They all know. Even Zlatan, remember that video where Sam Larry went to beat Mohbad on that, whatever. Just go back and watch that video and look at Zlatan's countenance. You would know like he was expecting them. Like it wasn't a surprise to him.
Of course.
It's like he was expecting them, he knew they were coming, and he wants to act like a hero.
You see that big song hit that came out as soon as Mohbad died? You know what happened? Was stolen apparently by Zlatan and Aox. Mohbad was part of that song.
Walking Dead.
Yes. And that was their own big payoff. You know, so many different things that they had all sat down, carved out for themselves, you know, pulled in his own family members to be part of the plot. It's so dark. It's so sad, you know. But that's Nigeria for you. That place, the heavens are closed upon it.
Yeah, I think even, you know, when you look at the whole thing with Yabo Ojo and her husband and how her husband was, or her boyfriend, whatever he is, that promoter who brought Mohbad to the UK, didn't pay him and had the nerve to say that because I got him on a ticket here to all those people, would you have
exploitation?
They exploited this boy. It's that perfect word. They exploited that boy to no return. And all of them made so much money from his back and abused him in every form of abuse, financial abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, until they could no longer abuse him. And they made sure they deleted him so he wouldn't complain about it.
Yes, he wouldn't escape to tell the story. And that's where Wunmi comes into play.
Yes.
They put him on they put Wunmi as his leash so that when it came to a time he wanted to escape, she blew the whistle and they finished him off. That was what happened.
It's really, you know, every time I think about it, it really makes my skin crawl how other human beings can do this to a human being. And the fact that Wunmi can sit there, and when she mentioned Bella, I felt this sickness in my stomach that this guy, you know, used him when he was alive, mentioning his name, knowing that obviously it would bring eyeballs to him, but he wasn't doing it with good intentions. He was doing it because he wanted to be associated, because he understood that his popularity will also grow. And for him to listen to all those inconsistencies that the wife is making and still support her, it made me think, this is a web.
They're all part of the plan.
This is a web. And it's not just those, but do you know what? I'm still going to maintain that Bella, Zlatan, whatever these people's weird names are, they are little people compared to the big person.
Of course. I agree with you totally.
Now let's go back to that big person you're talking about. That big person. That big person you're talking about. From the show, in the police report, police said they went to the show in 2 cars, 2 Prado Jeeps. Mentioned the names of some people. But that's not the case. They went to that show with a convoy of more than 10 cars, with Chief Priest Cubana, with Soso Bereko, with Zlatan, and so many other people. The video was there.
They didn't mention all those people.
They didn't mention that part.
All part of their
They left from whoever house, I don't know, maybe it's Chief Priest or Soso Bereko. They left from his house in a convoy.
Oh, wow.
The video is there to the show. And after the show, remember what Prime Boy said? That Chief Priest, when he went to report to Chief Priest told him, wait here, let me go and know what's happening. And by the time he waited, he didn't see Chief Priest. He went to look and they had gone. So Chief Priest and Soso Bereko, they left with Mohbad. They came with him and they left with him. But the funny thing is that in the police report, police never mentioned Chief Priest anywhere.
he was completely excluded. You see, Summer, this is where this boy is spending. The life that guy is just spewing out, man. And he's still not telling the truth, though.
Did they not say Sam Larry boy from the beginning? Like,
Sorry?
I thought they said spending is actually Sam Larry's boy.
I'm learning that for the first time, but all I
has anyone heard that? Because I've heard that, like spending, like new Sam Larry knew spending before Mohbad or something. Like it was Sam Larry that connected him to Mohbad.
Oh, you see, so that even
I mean, has anyone heard that? Because I've heard that.
I've never heard that. This is the first time we
heard that. I only heard Ada West was the one that's attached to that Sam Larry.
But what I'm saying,
somebody was
is that. You see how all that went. These are all the people that surrounded Mohbad were either Wunmi's allies, Sam Larry's allies. All these people were actually planted into his life.
For that last moment.
Sorry?
For the last moment.
Yes. And that's why if he had escaped, it would have been a miracle, which I think he was planning towards. And this is also why I feel he was so submissive with Wunmi, because in his mind he was thinking, let me just humor her until I can get away. He's not stupid. Do you get what I mean? You know, he was just trying to just manage her until he escaped. But all the people planted around him, they were working together. There's no escape route.
Yeah. They were monitoring everything.
They were monitoring everything. Even Naira Marley paying his money into Wunmi's account is part of the deal. So him going back to Baba Mohbad and saying, how can your son not have, is gaslighting. Thank you. You see, it's gaslighting. Those people are all, man. Yeah. They are children not walking to the lion's den.
It's like it was evil from the beginning. From the moment he stepped his toe amongst the Malians or whatever, whoever gave him a record deal, it was the beginning and the end. And I agree with you. Everybody around him, including Darusha, I do not like that guy. I do not like that man.
They know that these people are poverty-stricken.
Yes.
They'll be so.
No, but they used Darusha to reel Mama Mohbad and that boy in.
No.
But I don't think Darusha is good.
Even before Mama Mohbad gets into the picture, Darusha was used to as a person who would be able to easily manipulate Mohbad because he was a family member.
I agree with you.
Yes.
Before anything even happened, he was told, you become his manager and you're going to report back. Whether it was he was reporting back to the Malians or he was reporting to Sam Larry. I think he was reporting back to Sam Larry because he started to peddle that lie. He was the first person that mentioned that first lie about Prime Boy at that burial ground. He's the first person that said, oh, his friend Prime Boy hit him or whatever. Darusha is so dangerous that Wunmi won't even mention his name. She refuses to mention anything to do with Darusha. The first time she mentioned Darusha's name was when she went to the coroner inquest and she suddenly brought him into the picture, but she never said he was at the house. She just mentioned that he came to the hospital. And do you know why she did that? Because she thought, okay, he's a family member, so I have to bring him in here to make it seem as though it was an intimate family moment where he was in trouble. That's when she brought Darusha in. Other than that, she doesn't mention Darusha because she knows that Darusha is connected to those people that told her to do what she ended up doing.
100.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm going to go a little bit different and say Naira had nothing to do with it. The death. The bullying, definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
Basically, I think they've tried to destroy that guy. They've tried to destroy his career. You know, they really went hard on him. You know, they were trying to use the fact that, you know, he was, you know, doing all those things and blah, 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 you know, on Mohbad's case to basically try to pin it on him. That's what I think.
You see, maybe not directly. Maybe he wasn't part of the direct elimination, right? But he was part of the web surrounding Mohbad, okay? And definitely, right from the get-go, he put a leash on Mohbad using Wunmi. You see these record labels all over the world is the same. Did you just hear of one lady who died in a car accident straight after a concert? I can't remember her name. Was it 2 days ago? Just a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you read about that. See, this is a well-known thing practiced all over the world by record labels. And with the history of gangsterism that Naira has, also powder that he has, or all these DRUGs that he has, life means nothing to him. Look at Zeno. Why has Zeno not been, what do you call that thing people do when they finish their apprenticeship? He hasn't done freedom all this while. You know, it's a case of they want to sit on them. Only the very few, only the handful of record label owners would treat their, mentees rightly.
So why did he even sing about it, about putting Mohbad in a box, if he wasn't and he's not part of it?
Let me tell you one thing.
Go back to his lyrics.
Yeah, very good question. Let me tell you something. You see, a lot of them are Satan worshippers. You see, there are certain things that when you go past a certain level, you sell your soul to the devil, whether you want to believe it or not. And these evil people, one of their rules is they would say things that they're going to do to you before they do it. They will say it openly.
He said it, and it happened.
Yes, they will say it openly.
He said it, and it happened.
Yeah. They will say these things openly so that you're not then doing things to prevent it or not being, I don't know, there's a way that they've explained it. It's like you have acquiesced to it. And to the whole world, it's something that goes over our heads. Not many people pay attention to a lot of details. Everybody is busy making ends meet. It's part of their code. It happens all the time. These people, they're not people like you or me. The way they process things, they're different. He sang about so many things he did to Mohbad that I'm thinking, are you for real? Mm-hmm. But that's their way of life. And when they say it and it happens, it's like, another feather to their cap. That's the way they see things, Horrible bunch. Look at Mohbad. One of the songs he released just before his fight, he was saying that if he had known, he would have waited for God's time. Can you imagine all the things he went through and he saw? Can you imagine the pain, the misery, the regret? Because honestly, if that guy had taken his time, he will still have become something. The grace is there. But unfortunately, these people, they go and tempt people from the trenches, people who have nobody to stand up for them. They use them, they sit on them. Some of those poor guys even die.
Oppress them.
Sorry? They oppress them to death. Yes. That's their way of life. He has a hand in it, not directly, indirectly. He probably laid all the pipe works.
He knows about it.
Yes, and then sat back. And that's another thing with all these evil people. Their hand must not be seen directly in the evil perpetrated. They let other people do it. They sit back and they watch. Let's see how this thing unfolds.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. We should just keep observing. You know, the way I see it is, you know, the day Naira speaks, you know, is the day CY will start posting those things that Mohbad spoke about, you know, in that.
She already posted them, right? She already posted them.
There are other ones that, you know, if
So
not.
Naira doesn't want to speak because he doesn't want me to post anything about him, right?
Yeah, they are both keeping each other's back at this point.
Yeah.
But it will get to a point when they will turn on each other. True. It will get to that point. Let's just watch and see. Look at the role VDM played. When I listened to the last VDM podcast, I was totally disappointed. And that was when I started looking at things from a different point of view. Do you understand? So, to VDM, he has delivered. He has been able to sort of exonerate his paymaster, because let's face it, he behaves as if he's neutral on everything. But I tell you, if you look closely, he does a little bit of compromise here and there. You understand? But as I said, let's keep watching. Things will unfold. To say that he's not part of it, I'm telling you, he is a part of it.
Or even if he's not, right? Somebody is the one that must have informed the VDM before he started pushing on that DNA and all that.
Yeah.
So somebody's providing information.
You can imagine him now saying, oh, I now believe Wunmi about 70-75%.
Yeah,
I now believe that child is Mohbad's child without DNA. You have been pushing for DNA. Let DNA come out now.
So it makes me wonder who sold him to push out that narrative so that people would actually ask him the right questions.
He's paymaster.
You know, whoever that paid him to push out that narrative wanted to divert the attention away from them to the DNA.
Yeah.
Of which whoever that paid them knows that that baby is not Mohbad's baby.
Definitely, that baby is not Mohbad's. It can never. If it comes back as Mohbad's, then they have compromised. It's not.
So that was a diversion of narrative. Because immediately VDM said, oh, do DNA. Everybody followed DNA trend. And they left Naira Marley. Then Naira Marley is asking us some questions that he knows the answers to. He knows the answers to all those questions. And he's asking us as if he doesn't know.
Yeah, so now, he knows the answers to all those questions. How does he know if he's not a part of the grand scheme of things? Do you get?
Yes.
Assuming he knows the answer to one or two, we'll say, okay. But he appears to know the answers to every single question.
He knows the answer to the whole questions because he knows the story.
Yes, because he's a part of the grand game.
He's behind the scene.
You know, that could be the case, and somebody could have given him information. You know, if I was him in that situation, I would just keep mute. I wouldn't even say anything.
But he was trying to
just leave
divert
everybody back
attention away from him.
Yeah.
That's why he came up with those questions.
You know, Taylor, when your heart is pure, you will do the right thing. But when your heart is not pure, there's a way God works, eh? You will be doing, I'm telling you, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. You will be failing. You will be failing yourself without you knowing. It's karma.
Well, the person I would really like to tell me, you know, is CY. She's the one that should tell me if it's Naira, if it's Sam, if it's whoever. You know, I'm waiting.
Oh, she's not going to do that until push comes to shove, right?
Yeah, we have to keep pushing.
We have to wait.
100%.
Okay, another thing I noticed, when the public was bashing the show organizer, why they are not saying anything, Mr. Bereko came out with a statement. I listened to his statement. He said in that statement that after the show, Mohbad left. He called Mohbad when they got home to know if they reach home safely. And Mohbad was not thanking him for all he has done for him, blah, blah, blah. But in the CTC, Mohbad was not with his phone throughout. From when they came back from the show, throughout, his phone was with Bami and Adura in their room. You see? From the show, Mohbad was not with his phone. So who did Eso Bereko call and speak to? So you see, him too is trying to defend himself. Yeah. He's trying to remove himself from the whole situation. Yeah. So all these people trying to remove themselves, they are all part of this game plan to eliminate. Of course they are. So at the end of the line, Wunmi is the last person at the end that executed the thing.
Honestly, I don't trust all of them. All of them.
All of them.
From the concert, from going there, how come there's no picture of the everything of the incident? There are no bystanders that took videos of the fight. Nobody took a picture of the body. Like all these things
blackout from that.
I mean, total blackout from the beginning. Like that's crazy.
That shows you that it was a very well planned thing, very well thought through. But you see,
who were you calling?
Sorry?
Who was she calling? Who was she calling?
So making calls on the car.
Exactly. You know, and there is never a perfectly executed crime, ever. They failed to see that, you know, there's no way there will be some trails left.
Where is the landlord of that house? Well, how come the landlord doesn't come out to say that?
Because there is no landlord. That's Mohbad's house.
He owns the property.
Where is the landlord?
He lied that he is renting. So how is Mohbad renting? The money Malian Records paid him off. What did he use the money to buy? Where is the money?
Let me ask another very salient question. Listen to this now. You see that story about the owner of the child being the monarch, right? How can that be a whole monarch if truly that is your child? Look at the way they're just touting that child all over the place. The child is hanging out with all these town street boys, you know. Can you actually believe that any honorable person will own a son somewhere? That's why I'm saying she probably played everybody. The monarch as well. See that girl? She's a walking corpse. I'm telling you.
I think she played everybody, including the police. Everybody. She played Baba Mohbad the most.
Yes. That one fell for her. Hook, line, and sinker. Every time I always feel so sorry for that guy. But I tell you, she must have used diabolical means as well. But one thing I think she used on Baba Mohbad was a big manipulation. You see her going to Baba Mohbad and saying, oh, we've been trusting for the fruit of the womb, blah, 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 blah. She probably even told the Baba that has tried, and they have said that Mohbad is infertile. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is going deep into that poor man's, you know, that is the height of manipulation. Who wouldn't want their child to have children? Do you understand? And then the fact that the guy is a pastor as well. You see, the height of a manipulation of the man was such that when soon thereafter she came back and she said, God has answered, it was just, I mean, I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. You don't have to use jazz on people. These are the things that are really jazz. This is witchcraft.
I mean, she claims to be close to him, but she wouldn't have the name the guy brought to the names the boy has. That doesn't make sense.
She was forcing herself on Baba Mohbad.
Like, how do you say you guys are best friends, but you submitted the name and you don't add that name? Obviously obviously you've been a manipulative person from the beginning.
From the get-go. And you see that first manipulation she gave to that man, the man couldn't shake it off until the death of his son.
Yeah.
That girl is a witch.
I mean, you see her saying, "Oh, Mohbad loves this. His father is forced in life," so she knew that.
He knows.
She knew that. Before anybody, she even said.
And she made sure she relegated him to like third eventually.
Nobody.
She used Mama Mohbad to relegate Baba Mohbad to third position.
And Adura.
Yeah.
And Liam. Baba Mohbad is like 5th or 6th position.
That girl. And she says she's 24.
The funny thing is that she's saying that she's looking for fruit of the womb. But you're not even married to this guy.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying. There's a way she manipulated the guy. See, if she had gone to the guy and she said something like, you know what? Every time me and your son, we have been trying for this thing, it's not working. She can even say that maybe he's, apart from being infertile, she can even say that he's almost impotent. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Who wouldn't want to, run helter-skelter for their... And that would probably even draw him closer to her. He would be like, my son has this kind of problem, and then this girl is even still so dedicated to him. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is the height of manipulation. That girl. Oh, God.
It is pregnancy manipulation. That
Yes,
is you're right. Then from there, she now manipulated the marriage.
Yes.
And from there, she manipulated naming ceremony.
And then by that time, they would have been adding jazz and adding all kinds of other manipulation as well. The guy said it, Baba Mohbad said it, that it was at the first coroner inquest appearance. That's when he started waking up that, hey, it's true.
So this will happen. He said it, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Hypnotism, that's the way it works. When it has taken over you, no matter what other people are saying around you, you can't see it. You are hypnotized. Then when it wears off, you'll be like, how could I have done this? How could I have accepted this? Do you get? That's exactly what happened to the guy. It's just a shame.
Because she knows that Baba Mohbad will be the only obstacle in her way.
Of course.
So that's why she had to start the manipulation from Baba Mohbad.
You know what I like about that man? He's poor, but he's principled.
Mm-hmm.
And people like that, whatever you are giving them, they prefer for you to hold it.
If he wasn't principled, he would have collected that 2 million.
Yes, Ke. Definitely.
And he was poor at that time, but he did not collect that money.
And you saying he was wretched. Did you see him? Look at his pictures at that time, his videos. Wretched. And his son was making money. Wummi's parents and relatives were having the time of their lives. What do you think they brought in Karimo? What do you think they brought her in for? It was for money laundering to America now.
But they found out they couldn't trust her, so they didn't give her the money.
Well, yes, eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she's crying all over the place. She had invested her money thinking she will make more.
And they just manipulated her.
They sidelined her.
So it's paining her.
Oh my God, it's paining her. She's drying up profusely. She's drying up.
And maybe she's even owing government credit card and all those. Government loan.
Yeah, she said she had to run away from where she was before.
Oh, because of these lies.
Yes, so
she realized herself, she has to wake up.
But she's still lying.
She's
She's
still
still
like,
yes, because she knows that if Wunmi goes down, she will go down. Because she
an
played,
accomplice.
yes, she played a pivotal role in everything.
Yeah.
You know, so they're all in a mess. They're all in a mess. You see that spending that we're even looking at.
Of course.
That spending. You know, let's see how the everything unfolds. We're all watching. We're all watching. And let Wunmi continue to you know, shoot herself in the foot. We're listening.
There's a chat of Wunmi and Baba Mohbad that I saw. Wunmi was speaking in Yoruba, so I couldn't understand what she was saying. But Baba Mohbad was not responding to her chat. That's why I have this feeling that she was forcing herself on the man, trying to manipulate the man.
From the get-go, she was trying to manipulate and set him up.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if you can inbox the chat to me, I will interpret it.
Even the marriage chat too. I have it. So you know she likes chatting in Yoruba.
Yeah, send it to me. I will interpret it. Then you can probably, you know, if you want to.
Okay.
That girl. That girl. She's a walking dead. She is the true definition of walking dead. She doesn't know. Her life is over. I'm telling you. And she even said it in one of her recent interviews. You know what she said? She said she might not live long ago, but she wants her son.
Yeah, must live.
So she herself, she's beginning to see snippets of hellfire.
Wunmi cannot say the truth because the day she says the truth, that day she's gone.
She will die.
Yeah. So she life is continue with whatever she's on.
Yeah, her life is
but for now, her life is in danger too. But
you know, when I watch her and she's blowing those lies and she's blowing them with her full chest, my heart just beats boom, boom, boom. I'm like, who is this girl's mother? Who is this girl's father? Because I cannot imagine my own child, my offspring, in that kind of horrible situation. I beg, let me die first. Do you get? It's like her parents have just unleashed her to the wolves. It's sad. Very sad.
They never, I don't think they raised her. Like, how did they raise that girl?
She said she's been on the streets since age 10. So you can imagine that kind of product. On the streets since age 10. You know what? I think their mom's lineage, they have this psychopathic gene in them. You know, they can't help it. It's true. It's not even funny, I'm telling you. And it is evident in their mom. It is evident in, what's that woman's name? Yatunde. It is evident in all young ones, 3 children. All of them, they exhibit the same thing.
Wait, did you hear in that her interview? She was saying that Damola, she was calling Damola one guy like that. He did not say it was her brother.
He's a half brother. She keeps lying.
Yeah, but she was calling him that guy. One guy.
She's a pathological liar. That's one of the traits of a psychopath. They cannot differentiate between the truth and lies. They're delusional. You know? They believe in their own lies. All they have to do is state a lie for 1 or 2 occasions and they believe in it. Nothing that you say can take them away from it. She's sick. Honestly. Karimo too is sick. You don't think so?
I think so. I think Karimo is sick.
She's sick.
Because if she wasn't sick, she would go back to work and get busy with herself instead of coming live and
she can't. She can't. She knows that she has enmeshed herself in wahala.
who is going to hire her? Because if you hire Karimo in my workplace now, I see her. I'm going to go and report her to the manager.
She'll just go and stab the patient with the wrong injection.
They need to investigate her in her former workplaces. Maybe she steals medications to send to Nigeria. Who knows?
I'm sure she used to.
Mm-hmm. So Karimo is she's a questionable character.
Mm-hmm.
She shouldn't even be. She's not after justice. She's just after covering herself.
Yeah.
And her lies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because from her actions and from lying that Baba Mohbad wanted to bury Mohbad that night, Omowummi is still carrying on with that lie.
How come?
Wanted to bury his own son that night. Somebody that was looking for police reports. You now say you spoke to him and you begged him. You begged. He refused. After you now came out and said that you're sorry.
They wanted that man to be stoned to death so that he's out of the way and they can continue with their dastardly plot,
And they failed.
Yeah, thank God for that. Honestly, thank God for God in the man's life.
Because everybody was already saying that it's Baba that killed his son.
I started this J4M on the side of Wunmi. I was like, young widow. How can everybody be persecuting young widow until my eyes opened? Honestly. But I quickly caught on to the fact that there's something amiss. I'm telling you, I quickly caught on. I think I must have followed Wunmi for about, I wasn't following her like this, so coming online. But in my mind, I was thinking, maybe they're just lying on this young lady. But within 3 weeks to 4 weeks, I began to see some things that I'm thinking, this doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound right. Not like some people 17 months down the line, they are still stuck with this pathetic liar.
Me, I know I was busy bashing Baba Mohbad because I believed that he buried his son alive.
I wasn't even bashing Baba Mohbad.
And I'm like, how can a father, you did not do DNA? I was mad at him.
I was of the opinion that all these people have been taken advantage of by some superior authority. That was the way I saw it. Because I saw Baba Mohbad, I was like, this man is poor and wretched. Maybe there's something, maybe there's a reason why he had to do that. Out of ignorance, whatever. But I felt more sorry for Wunmi because of her age, because of the fact that she's a woman, a young mother, blah, 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 blah. Do you get?
You know what? I never felt sorry for Wunmi because the manner at which his body was handled. I'm like, come on, if this man has a wife, he shouldn't be handled like this. So I was mad that he had a wife that let his body be handled in a...
You know what I thought at that point in time? You know how we Africans now, the woman doesn't have a say. I was like, maybe the people in charge of the whatever, they didn't let her get involved, blah, blah, blah. It was beyond her. That was the excuse I gave for her. Do you understand? Not until I started seeing...
was the first person on my list. And from investigating her and her Instagram posts and everything, I realized that she's the one. I didn't have to go far She was my first person on the list.
In fact, you did a very good job. Oh. Have you done detective job before?
This is just God-given talent.
In fact.
You know I'm an Aries, right? This thing you say about Aries. I'm an Aries.
Okay, you are Aries. Okay.
So when we see things, we look through it in depth.
You are very detailed.
Yeah, I'm very detailed.
Wonderful. Yeah.
So that's how the cat was let out the bag. And he was exposed. And I can't keep quiet, knowing the truth. I knew the truth for myself.
No.
I was listening to what's happening on social media. They don't know the truth.
Let me tell you, 80%, 85% of Nigerians, they don't have the ability to critically think.
Analyze anything. You're right.
We're so caught up in making ends meet.
No, we're shallow too. I think we're shallow.
Is it being shallow or a case of our leaders over the years have sort of dehumanized us? They've stripped us of our humanity using things of poverty as a weapon, basic things being taken away, chaos and all that. The average Nigerian is in a default state of wanting to survive. And if you are always in a default state of wanting to survive, your body cannot be calm enough to think things through. You understand?
Even when you know the truth, just because.
Even when you know the truth, you'll be like, whoa.
Who cares
when
about
we're going to work? You know, that sort of thing. Yeah. And it's sad because we are quite smart. I'm telling you, we're very smart, but that our smartness has been dumbed down with those weapons. You see, it's sad.
Now, all we care about is who has the best cars, Lamborghini, who has the best house. It's not even about survivor anymore because they've gone beyond survivor.
Ostentation.
Yes. Yeah. They're doing over. Like, how can a girl be buying a Lamborghini? How old are you? Now you're putting other girls in pressure to go and buy Lamborghini. Now that's what every girl wants to buy a Lamborghini. How do you buy a Lamborghini if you're not sleeping around with different men? Because real hard work cannot buy you Lamborghini in a short time.
I'm telling you.
All these musicians, they pay their dues more than 10 years in the industry before you can actually buy something, you can buy property.
Yes,
and you come from where you just want to sleep with someone, because I see some Nigerian women supporting these bad things happening. Now, we've been labeled around the world as wrongs people. Nobody wants to marry a Nigerian girl because of the bad image these Lagos girls are putting out there.
Imagine.
Some of them are defending her, that every girl is an ashawo.
Can you imagine?
Yes, that's what they're doing. They're defending that girl, that every girl is an ashawo. That if it's easy to be an ashawo, go and buy a Lamborghini. That's the kind of mentality women have these days. All those things are material things, they don't mean anything.
They don't understand now. They don't understand.
Anyway, I think they're in a box. They're living in a box. And until you go out there and have better experience and more experience, you understand what life is about. Life is not about all those things.
Let me tell you what is happening to a lot of people like that. Is as a result of some kind of trauma that they have not dealt with. You see, if you raise a child in abject poverty, and if you don't have the God-given wisdom of how to manage that abject poverty, you are not likely to give that child good moral grounding. That child is going to carry that trauma for life. And what they're going to be doing throughout their life is seeking validation and running away from poverty. Even if they are multi-billionaires, they will carry that poverty mentality throughout their lives, and it will be grab throughout. But they will not understand that's what is happening in their subconscious. Do you get? So it is well.
Yeah.
It is well. Now we have diverted from justice for Mohbad. We're now talking
Don't
psychology.
forget, you need to analyze that this guy, what's his name? Spending.
Yeah.
We need to analyze that his Instagram post.
Yes.
So that
Yes.
we can understand and see what Mohbad went through. Spending was there. He saw everything that happened. Has told us this boy was on the floor.
Yeah,
dying.
she was cursing him.
Yes. So there's a lot of truth in whatever he's saying. So we have to look more into it. But right now, I have to go because I have to go get ready and be off to work. But I promise I'm going to join this live every day.
Yeah.
Either in the morning or in the evening.
Yeah, it's wonderful rubbing minds with you. And I have
Thank
to
you
go as
so
well,
much,
everybody.
Soma.
Thank you. Thank you,
Having you
everyone.
back.
Yeah.
Thank you. Analyzing.
Thank you, Mariam Juru. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. I have to go as well. Can you imagine?
Okay.
I actually logged out of work just to join this. I couldn't contain myself. I was like, no, I have to join this conversation. No. But it's been good. It's been good.
Thank you very much. Thank everyone.
Yeah.
Much love.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Coco. Hello, Coco.
Hi,
Coco, where are you?
I'm right here.
Well done, oh.
Abby.
Well done.
How was
well done.
Agatha saying to stream Zainab?
They are fighting on that platform.
Okay.
You know, I need to go. I need to take the small ones to
I know.
tutorial.
Okay.
But I'll be back soon. Just an hour, so I'll be back soon.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'll see you then.
Shine. What everything mommy brought, if you finish it, you are going to be in trouble. Because I will look for your address, I will come to your house. So you send my own to me. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, gifters. Thank you, everybody. Much love. I'll see you later. Prince, anything like you, I will go. I want to go to the father platform long. So I'll see everybody later. Thank you very much. Much love. Gifters, thank you. The likers, thank you. The haters, thank you. The screen recorder, thank you. Thank you. We love you. Mwah. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Amy, own play game. What's my own? No, send the game, see me.
How did this woman manage to be staying amidst this kind of people, this kind of caliber? They are like cannibals. Like They are evil. Like I now say, okay, let me spend like 30 minutes with them. I was listening. I was forced to comment. They blocked me. I opened another account. I joined them again. I took my time. I spent some time with them. I concluded immediately that these people are not human beings. This same platform, they are the one that groomed Karimot. They groomed her. They made her who she was today. This same platform, we heard about how they stole Mohbad's dog, Mohbad's favorite dog. This same platform, they are the one that they kept grooming Mama Mohbad to fight against justice for his own son. This same platform made Adura not to speak. They've committed a lot of atrocities. That is why when Adedoyin was saying you should pity them that time, I was like, this woman just joined just for Mohbad. Don't you know these people? Like we see how they disrespected Baba Mohbad. As in, I don't know. They are not supposed. Those kind of people. In fact, if you know anybody that have them as friends, they should stay away from them. They are not human. They are inhuman. I don't know. Very wicked. They don't want just anytime they cancel Corona inquest. You need to see how these people will be jubilating. Too bad. We are all here when they were doing obituary for their family members. Because it's not you that they did obituary for. They did obituary for all their family members. And like you always say, they are empty barrel. They don't know anything. They don't have anything upstairs. They can't analyze. They only cause people.
That's what they do. They only cause. That's all they can only do. They only cause. And they will still be saying it among themselves. Eresi omoyobu. Mi obuyan rí láyé mi. Mi ní àwọn ẹranko ẹran bíi tiyín tí mo máa bú. Mi ò ní. You know? And it's true. That one is a statement of fact. I've never met such people before in my life. Low lifers like that.
Low lifers. We really need justice for Temi Classic. I want we need justice for our husband.
Baba Faruku.
Justice for Baba Faruku. Good. Somebody is paying 500,000 naira for another person's husband to be sending to be doing camera down. Killer, they really the platform.
Hey, Mikey.
God
does not have any integrity. He should have either send the camera down or don't collect the money.
God help us. May God help us. And the thing is, Temi believes that because she's in Canada, that she's untouchable.
No lie.
And that is why you need to see, oh my God. Oh. Well, it's not her fault, like I used to say. It is Nigerian police that give them all those, whatever happens in justice for Mohbad. Me, I've still continued to drag Nigerian police. I've still continued to drag them. Because they are the ones that are causing all this shit, shenanigans that are happening just for Mohbad. Because I don't know what's so difficult. And to the governor of governor of Lagos State too, Baba Jide Abi, what's your name? I will still continue to drag you. There is no way. I will still because if it is so, Mohbad was to be a son of a rich man or a politician, big politician, we won't be here now. By now we will have gotten justice. So what was there to give an executive order? Those people, they just behave as if they are dumb ass. I used to call them dumb ass. I don't care. I'm not in Nigeria. Even if I'm in Nigeria, I'm not afraid of anybody. They know me before I left Nigeria. I fear nobody. It's only God I fear. I'm not scared of any fucking body in that Nigeria. I speak against government before I left Nigeria. And I don't care. Because Nigeria has happened to me many times. Since 2013, I have been trying to run out of that country before God finally answered my prayer. We should be ashamed. My sister just stayed 2 years in Canada. He has achieved what she has not been able to achieve for the past 20-something years in that shithole country. Same goes to mine. Are we going to continue that way in that country? And everybody will so some will be supporting bad things. When you tell them, when you try to, why is it that people from diaspora are the one enlightening you people, and you people are there, all of you are there, you will say, oh, you got to lose Mohbad. If I post about Mohbad on my status, you will not see one person comment that to show a kind of sympathy or solidarity that so this but post about maybe Burna Boy Lambo Kenito, you see them, you see these people are not serious. I will just shake my head. Some will even say, why is Mohbad your family member? I will just laugh. Well, it's not your fault. So we continue to, that is why when I started joining all this platform and I started meeting people like you and then and some other hosts that at least I know that at least even though this community is still small, but I believe one day we are going to be bigger than this. And maybe we can always set the record straight and change people's mindset toward betterment of our country. Just that's why it's always paying me for the likes of Bukky Jesse. If she had worked with, imagine the combination of you, Mr. Yomi, Bukky Jesse in this Joseph Mohbad. But I don't know. It is well. Let me drop your mic, my mic.
Amen. Oh God. I appreciate you all. I want to go in the jacuzzi. So I think Undisputed, if you want to go live, we will join. But I really appreciate everybody coming. Let us not go with that Wunmi's narrative. Lekki to Ikorodu. Wunmi went to the police station with them. She was there with them. Wunmi was at the morgue when the body was rejected. So Wunmi lied all the way through. So do not buy into her story. The Baba Mohbad buried the boy. Yes, he ordered the boy to be buried. What else could he have done? Wunmi had with her some sort of paperwork. I call it discharge paperwork, because whenever you are leaving the hospital, they give you some documents. That document is called discharge. They can discharge you to the morgue. It could be a discharge paper to nursing home. It could be a discharge paper to home. That paperwork they give you when you leave the hospital is called discharge paperwork. Maybe it's not called discharge paperwork in Nigeria, but they did give her something. Because if they told her, go and deposit this in the morgue, she will need the paperwork to transport the body. Otherwise, they might have stopped them on the way and said, well, let's rock. You remember in Nigeria, people marry no moto, marry apa, marry ese. So in order for them to be protected during transit, they will definitely give them some form of paperwork. But Wunmi Omuleni. Oh, I have a question I was going to attend to. I wrote it down. Only more question. I think it was Abefe that asked the question after I left MFM's platform. I really wanted to address it. I noted it down. The Mashiwari, like we are below. So I was there and was going to I think they said Wunmi said their relationship fell apart because Baba was angry with her that she did not give the placenta. I think I noted that one down too from one of her lines. But that is not true. Baba did not even remember anything about placenta. It was until she actually gave her submission at the inquest and she said, she and her father-in-law, they were very close. It's because of placenta. According to Baba, that was when it was done on him that, wait a minute, it's true. This lady did not give me the placenta. Who took the placenta? Okay? So many things. In fact, today when we're arguing on MFM, Abefe read the CTC. I did not even have a copy, Andy. But she read the copy and it was stated in the CTC, clearly stated that Baba did not even know. When Baba got to Shapa, London, very close to the parents' hospital, they told Baba to go back home. But he insisted on going to the house. When he got there around 9:30, he found the body. The nurse was not there. So they're only trying to rope Baba because they think they are more articulate and more, maybe outspoken. So Baba and his team, the critical thinking, they need to do, I actually got a text message that Baba will be coming out on tomorrow, on the 4th. Tomorrow at 5 p.m., I think so, Nigerian time, please confirm, and 4 p.m. UK time, and you can fix your, do your whatever time zone. You can do your time zone from that Nigerian time zone. So many lies, but those lies are very porous. They can easily be debunked. And those lies actually contradicted her, those lies actually contradicted her previous testimonies in the CTC. If Baba's lawyer, if they do a good job, very easy. Let me talk about Kabiru Akingbolu, the Mohbad, the lawyer to me, that man. Oh God, sometimes I really feel hot because of Baba legal team. That man is, how will I put it? Let me just say this way. Yeah, his charge and bail. That man is very unethical what he does. The other time, which I have video and I think I've downloaded it, he lied. He said that, we discussed it here on my platform before. He said that Baba's lawyer, they held briefs for Smith and Bankole, which was a lie, pure lie. Okay, Smith and Bankole were not accepted into the corona even before the rulings. And if they were not accepted. How it's just like if you are rusticated from a university, then somebody will be writing an exam for somebody that was rusticated. It does not make any sense. It's not feasible. What's in school? You can't exam for it. So you can see that that is a lie. He says so many things. I think I have collections of some of the things he has said that are not true. But,
and I think it was that man that was teaching with himself all those lies.
But don't be offended. Don't be surprised. He is part of Ikeja chamber, and we have analyzed Ikeja chamber here compared to the Victoria Island chamber, where the other ones they maintain decorum and they are more reputable and. Queen Mother, let me only one say. Okay, what's about it? So many things. I mean, maybe we should be expecting her to go to which other ones do we have? Channel, she's been to TVC, she's been to Boromi Deleru, I mean, Boromiro. She's been to
Ballet.
Aratibale, mi tí mo ti sùn, gbà mélòó.
Oh my God.
Èmi tí mo ti sùn tí mo ti rí lórí text message. They will be recording you now. I want to check on recording me. They will be recording my snore. Bí mo ṣe ń sùn tọkàn mi balẹ̀. They will still be saying it pé Eris Okiro Orusun ẹ̀rí pé no wọn ò brain wọn kò kí correlate ó ti. No, that's balẹ̀ ẹgbà mélòó. You know, when you are bigger than something, you are bigger than it. Sometimes you just want to do small.
Mama jàǹdà. Àwọn obìnrin ó yẹ ká ṣe ẹyọkan ní ká máa ṣe dáadáa síra wa. Mama jẹ́ ká máa jà wọ́n. No problem.
Supreme, I have another question.
Go ahead with your question, sir.
Why is MFM supporting King Y to advocate for people to be supporting Adura?
I don't know. I think MFM will be in the best position to answer that. But having said that, I mean, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. And the rationale for doing so can only come from her. You know, that's
because for me, that is absurd. That is the most disturbing thing I've ever heard in my life. Somebody, you are inside the house and your brother, the person you are following, the person that left the breast you saw, died. You cannot come and tell us what you saw. And the next thing, somebody brought you, they are bringing you into a panel and they are sourcing for money. That you need lawyer for what? The only thing left for me, the only thing we want to hear from Adura is for him to come and show us that 10-minute video and come and explain what happened that night. If he can't do that, then he should go to hell. Whatever happens to him is his own cup of tea. Why do we behave like this in that country called Nigeria? So, God forbid, let's assume it's King White's enemy's son. He has two sons. His enemy has two sons. Because I don't want to be direct with him now. If I want to be violent, I'll be just very direct with him. If it is his enemy's two sons that died, and one witness, he was inside that same house with his elder brother. Is he going to now go and meet the second one now? Now that you cannot tell me what happened to your brother, and you have a case to answer, don't worry. I will go and look for money. Then you cannot come and you can get a lawyer.
Please, so we need to do the media stuff. Oh.
Is that what you
Mother, are you going to support us? We want to go to media houses.
Is that the best thing to do? Instead of
for what?
To bring Adura forward. Nigerians want to
awareness.
Your brother.
Awareness of what? Justice for Mohbad?
Yes.
But I mean, what kind of awareness? I don't understand. I will support you. You trust me now, but what kind of awareness?
Just justice for Mohbad to spread the gospel around more and to correct some things that she said that were not true.
Who's she? Who is she?
Wumi is
She's my baby, oh. You know, I'm not against her.
They are your baby now. What about Mohbad in college?
What did she say that is not
Things like I just enumerated them. Things like Baba Mohbad was the one that bought the casket. We know that is not true. Call your baby and tell her to.
Well, how do you know it's not true? You were not there with them. I can't say it's true or it's not true because I was not there.
Darusha said he bought it. Baba Mohbad 17 months into this. Even her own CTC.
But to be honest, I didn't hear that statement from her that she said that Baba Mohbad was the one that bought the casket.
He said so, and she also said.
Go and listen to Arise. He
also said.
Go and listen to Arise.
So that he can.
Go and listen to Arise.
You know, just one Arise, I was there. One there because already let's interview Ruth Osime. Interview.
Go and listen.
So I was watching the live.
Go and listen to it again.
Okay, I will go and listen to
it. To pay or to
Baba broke the neck so that he can casket he bought.
Baba Mohbad can never buy it. We know they are culturally accepted now. So then she said Baba Mohbad no color. She said she didn't know that they were going to bury her husband.
She said, Mubonye, I heard that one.
Then she saw it on the internet. So she had to run from Aja to Ikorodu, you know. When she they all went to the police to she's a superhero.
She took a private jet.
Spider-Woman.
Nurse didn't show up. I think a couple of people invited didn't show up. So there was the magistrate got annoyed. I think Corona was cancelled or something like that. I can't really remember. Wumi was celebrating. Why is that?
I mean, she has the right to celebrate, but Queen Mother, if she wants the right to do whatever she wants, even if this question I want to ask you, you can also answer me the same way. But one thing that baffles me is Queen Mother, till date, since Mohbad died, not even once has she gone to the morgue to see her husband there. Not once. Not once.
My mom, it's not easy to see dead body or sick. Ever found Mimi?
Not to talk of.
Kí ló lọ síbẹ̀ báyìí kó lọ ní àbọ̀?
Ẹ má gbàgbé
she even moved out of the house and said, Liam Olesuloru. At what age is Liam Olesuloru? They play my fan.
Then she now came around again and told us that Adura is like a father figure. Liam was only 5 months and she moved out of that house. Adura Omobi tó ń gbé kò tí ì rádùn ìrẹ́pọ̀sì apart from Liam's birthday. And I was told, I was privy to the information that wọ́n bẹ̀ níjọ́ yẹn because kò fẹ́ lọ. Wọ́n bẹ̀ ni. So wá come tó fi jẹ́ pé Liam ni father figure Adura ni father figure Liam. You know, so many loose ends that could tie together.
She only wants her husband to be buried so that she can go back to her wayward lifestyle. Queen Mother, you want to say you don't know that Wunmi used to smoke back? She used to smoke. Eh? You want to say that you don't know that she smokes?
Well, smoking is not bad. She can smoke.
Personal life. Let's leave
That's
that.
a personal life. Anybody, some of the girls on this platform that comes here sometimes, they all smoke. You don't even know me that I'm talking to you. I smoke. So smoking can be a personal life.
Hey, I'm not saying that. You don't try to understand what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, she's trying to portray to all of us that she's a
smoke
saint.
ganja if she wants. She can smoke marijuana.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying. I'm not saying it's a bad habit.
You know?
What I'm trying to say is, you know, she's portraying to us as if she's a saint. That's what she's trying to portray to all Nigerians. Whereas you already know the kind of person you are. You don't need to hide it from us. That's what I'm trying to say.
Anyway, Uncle, let's not use that one to justify being a saint or not. Because you see, the way this life rolls is so funny that you'll be surprised that that's what makes us human. So, like I was saying, she said that Liam cannot sleep at night. So that
They have said a lot of things. Ikú tó yẹ kí Liam kú, òun ni Mohbad gbà kú. That was deep. I mean, she said deep things.
Can't you have a television station interview? How? Ọjọ́ yẹn máa boss.
Ọjọ́ yẹn ti bá ṣe interview ẹ̀.
No, can you imagine? Side by side.
Nígbà máa finish ẹ̀.
Yẹ́tẹ́ bá hijack show yẹn gan-an ni.
Àmọ́ hijack ẹ̀ ni ọ̀rọ̀ pé tí bá hijack ẹ̀ kò máa hijack ẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n gbé ohun tí mo mọ̀ ọ́ jẹ dé.
Mo rí yín lálẹ́ àná. Ẹ lọ represent wa well níbẹ̀ ni.
Ṣé mo ṣe dáadáa? Ṣé mo ṣe dáadáa? Mo ṣe dáadáa, okay, ẹ ṣé.
You have always been doing good.
I hold on to my truth and I don't waver. And my truth is germane and sacrosanct.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, boyfriend yín kọ́.
Yes, èwo nu wọn? Ṣé ex àbí new àbí èwo nu wọn? African TV wà ní David.
Àwọn àgbára yín ti gòkè òfin. Unmute yourself. If you know yourself, unmute. Àwọn tó ń kọ́.
Johnny. We need to say they're not competing with anybody. Everybody's just doing a little.
In addition, mo mọ̀ pé Yomi ti ṣe rí. Bóyá ẹ máa wá editor tó máa bá ní edit àwọn videos kan tí Yomi máa gbé.
We are working on it. We are working on it.
Okay.
We are working on it. We are working on it. Working on it.
Okay, let me mute this
Working
guy.
on it. Working on it.
Listen, do you know the reason why I came up?
Actually, oh, yes, sounds familiar.
Oh.
We are good. Oh, the mini, oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is Abe.
This is Abi.
Hey, Toluwa share.
You know why, listen, you know why, good afternoon everyone, Damilola, Justice and everyone. I just came up to let Supreme know that even though she doesn't know, I have adopted her as my sugar mommy.
Hey, one day, really. I'm in love with that.
Anyway, ìwọ náà mọ̀ òfin náà, ìwọ àti Yomi wá tó sára ní. Ẹ̀yin máa wọ́n sọ ọ́ bọ̀lẹ̀.
Olówó kì í pariwo púpọ̀. Ààrẹ rí nǹkan. Aṣáájú ọkùnrin gidi. Ká ní Pythagoras ni ó máa jókòó pa ni. 10 hours ọkùnrin.
Àǹtí, báwo ni Abe jókòó pa báwo?
Pythagoras, you see responsible man? They come, they talk, they put their points there. People, they done, they leave.
Jókòó bíi ti báwo?
Àjọkò wà gbà pòtí. Tó bá ní ìjọ, I'm still gonna play the show. Ìjọ tí Pythagoras bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń bú QH radio tó ní rough parking ló ṣe, kò páàkì dáadáa. Ọkùnrin, damn it, you will not believe it. Ìdájọ́
lórí Black App yìí 4 people ló kápá Pythagoras, and this is their name. Number 1, Supreme Iron Lady. Number 2, Abepe. Number 3, Oshani Seme.
Shani Makamaki.
Number 4 is Mercy Family. Sorry, Lion. Àwọn èèyàn kúnyọ̀. Olúwàbọ̀. Mercy Family. Osha. Àti Abepe. And my mama. Supreme Iron Lady Nisa. Ìjayà wọn ní TikTok, ìyá wọn ní fẹ́, Supreme Iron Lady,
Supreme Iron Lady, 1 versus 500 plus. Anything. But anyway, this one, what I just important. I want to man Tony accent, strong accent, tó gbóyè lórí platform yẹn. He's not as useless as he is not as useless as Pythagoras. Kí ló Ọ̀túnba tó máa ń sọ èdè tí ò gbóyìnbó yẹn. Oh God. Maybe she was referring to herself. I don't know. But
Oh, ní power lórí black cap yìí.
It's black cap yìí. A máa ṣe question and answer. Mo ti ṣe show lẹ́nìí o. Bá ti di, tá bá fẹ́ ṣe question and answer, jam question. Platform wo ni 203 million ti sọnù ló ti pòórá. Mo fún yín ní expo. Ẹ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé platform wo náà ti jí 50 million. Platform wo ni náà ti
Any platform.
Platform wo gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe quiz lórí. I'm giving the lecture today. We're gonna do quiz very soon. And the winner will get a gift. Bó ṣe ṣe fún Tọ́lá ní ọ̀rẹ́ níyì náà nìyẹn. That beautiful lady. Bó ṣe ṣe fún nìyẹn. Káyé ṣì dákẹ́ ni kò tí ì sọ̀rọ̀. I inboxed her. I said, "I want to talk, please. Contact me." Kò tí ì sọ̀rọ̀. By this week, maybe end of this week, I'm at gbàlejò lórí platform yìí. Oh my loud. I'm at gbàlejò. We are going to get àlejò, hopefully. Ó yẹ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní last week, but the person was like, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣì ní sùúrù náà. Àlejò is coming on this platform. Ó wà ó ìjọ yẹn báyìí ẹ̀mí wọn máa gbọ̀n jìjìjìjìjìjìjìjìjìjìjì. Ẹ̀mí wọn máa gbọ̀n gírígírígírígírí. Ẹ̀mí wọn máa àwọn èèyàn ti ṣe hù sùkúrù má pa wá. Ẹ̀mí wọn máa gbọ̀n ẹ̀mí tẹ́mi máa gbọ̀n ni. Ọkọ ẹ̀mí àfẹ́ ẹ̀já sí mi lọ́wọ́ ń bí báyìí. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọmọ ìkó mi. Ẹja wa sí ẹ má wọrí. By the end of this week, a máa gbàlejò. Ó máa fọ́ pẹ́rẹpẹ́rẹ ọ̀rọ̀. Pẹ́rẹpẹ́rẹ. A máa fà á jájálá ìjálá lọ́jọ́ náà. A máa fà á já. We are going to get a very distinguished guest. A distinguished guest is going to come here and fà á já fún wa. Mi tí mo time. Oh, you're simply time. Who, time, when, how, when. A special guest, a distinguished guest. To do it at their own convenient time when they feel ready to come, because we've been talking about it. As soon as I hang up now, I'm still going to continue to talk to them and see if they want to come. Then beg them at Bino. So I'm a tutu pere still. So everybody, I have to go and soak myself in the jacuzzi. Jacuzzi ni kí ni wọ́n pè tọ́ni mọ̀ gbé yẹn náà. Group home tí mo wà ó ní jacuzzi. So let me go and ó ti kan tọ́ọ̀nù mi mo fẹ́ lọ lò ó kí ó tó tún kan tọ́ọ̀nù ẹlòmíì. Don't let me miss my turn, please. Okay, you want to come up? Okay, come up. Let me bring you up now. I'll bring you up, and you can talk. I'll be right back. Let me go and run my water. Let me.
Yeah, Sammy Jojo, do you have anything to tell us?
Supreme, jacuzzi baby, jacuzzi mama.
Àwọn kan tó bí àwọn.
Like my brother.
Oh, it's your brother. Okay.
I'm just, I will gist you later.
I beg, gist me. If not the kind of life we are still live, we are good lie am too. We are gist me. Off mic.
Off mic, yeah, off mic, Edward.
I don't off. Okay, I don't off mic.
Ọkọ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé ìjọ tí a máa gba àwọn àlejò yẹn gbẹgẹdẹ máa gbiná. Íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì máa laná. Íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì ó máa laná. I'm just envisaging it, like. Ní ìsìn tí kò tí ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n ṣáà ń bẹ̀ mí ní pé kí ní sùúrù there's a time for everything mo ṣáà mò ń mú mọ́ra ẹ̀mẹ́gbẹ́ mi ò ní secret mi ò ní secret máa bẹ́ speaker o tó bá ti ń pẹ́ ju ó máa wà lérí ètè mi báyìí a máa jó mi lẹ́nu ní ṣàṣàṣà nígbèrè so but it's gonna be sweet you will love it you all will love it. You all will love it. It's going to be sweet. Ó máa dùn gan oyin mọ́mọ́ ni. Èmi náà ti prepare sílẹ̀ and I think that day I might even open camera. Ó ti pẹ́ tí mo ti ṣí camera. When we agree, I will open my camera and then we will all have.
You are going to wear that your wig.
I wear my wig. My wig is a wig. Wọ́n ṣe fáìn ju gbogbo wọn lọ. I will wear my wig. I might even wear my regalia.
With or without the wig? Oh, ṣẹgbẹ́ yàrá yà.
God bless you, my love. Yes, sir.
Orin wo lẹ máa kọ fàlejò yín? Èmi lórí tẹ́lẹ̀ kọ́ ọ tálejò yín bá dé o.
Mo lè kọ káàbọ̀. Ṣé dáadáa àti ìrètí rẹ̀ pààrọ̀. Ṣé dáadáa lè dé.
Láti ìjọba wá dé dáadáa ń kọ́.
Wá dé dáadáa o, ó wá dé dáadáa ni. Which one do you have?
Undisputed. How was your first day? I missed it. I saw your.
Mo jealous o. First day ó gba lion méjì. Mo ti ṣe almost fún ìyàrá tí gba lion. Tẹ̀tì rí pé kì í ṣe lóbi kí náà fi ń ṣe.
Lọ wá wọ́rọ̀. Mo wà l'American Embassy.
Lọ wá wọ́rọ̀.
Lọ wá wọ́rọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni nìkan ló ń ṣàwórò. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni nìkan ló ń ṣàwórò lórí ìkànnì yìí.
I'm sorry I missed it, Sean. Because I saw your invite.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni nìkan ló ń ṣàwórò. Nìkan ló ń ṣàwórò. Èmi náà because of aṣọ I had to wake up ní sharp.
Please, Supreme.
Yes, my love. Yes, my love.
Before you end this live, let me know or you disconnect the undisputed.
Okay.
I forgot it. I wanted to take that, but I forgot and I'm not doing that.
But this thing is still muted.
Bolani, you want to come up? Ṣòfòrà loud, òfòrà gbẹnu, òfòrà ganu sílẹ̀ nípe, òfòrà ganu sí. Wọ́n ganu sí fún wa.
Màá lọ live lálẹ́, màá wá ibi tí màá ti stream, ibi tó bá ti ń ṣe, tó bá ti máa lọ sórí, ó dà pọ̀ mi ìmọ̀ ibi tó máa ń lọ lórí Facebook yẹn. At least kí n lè unlock àwọn pictures tí wọ́n lè sùn.
But you only need 30 minutes.
Yeah, I will do.
But you can to work now. You can even go live now. But
I can't just leave it and go live. I'll do it when I come back. And I have to do it separate days.
Yes, I think so. Yes,
so the one I did yesterday was this. I mean, the one I did was this morning. So by the time I come back, yes, it will be after 12. Then I'll do it. Okay, it's okay. At least let me unlock it.
Mo jealous o. Jẹ́ kán rí yẹn dì mú lé ní ìpè mo jealous.
Kí lẹ ń jealous fún?
Olùtìgbà láyàn.
Oh, yes. It's about me. I got 2 lions, yes.
Mo jealous o, mo jẹ joy o.
Oh, yeah, ẹ má bínú.
Yes.
To be honest, it's the sound of that lion.
Ìpè ṣe ń gbá yẹn kò tẹ̀mí lọ́wọ́ rí o. Tell them o. Okay, all right, mo ń gbọ́.
Mo máa sọ pé the sound, ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ sí ìkọ̀tẹ̀ máa. The sound of ó ti tó
mi ò gbá láyàn rí. Wọ́n máa ń fojú olówó.
Bóyá ẹ ti gba láyàn ẹ̀kan mọ́ ni.
No, àwọn kékeré
yìí tẹ gba láyàn.
Kékeré yẹn ni mo gbà.
Okay.
Mi ò bá ó dé ni wọ́n do that.
Okay, auntie, let me tell you something. You see, TikTok really. TikTok, don't you know your account? Auntie, do you know that TikTok? Auntie, do you know if I'm to analyze TikTok is live, and also TikTok make me to understand that so many people wants to talk. Like talking is therapeutic, and so many people wants to talk. Have you seen only Yakoni or the Kenya? Only I with them. I always like when you say I just it's something like I just sorrow. You understand? So that means you can imagine in real life without social media in those days, what people must have been going through, not, being able to speak up their minds.
Yeah.
Anyway, my son will say, thank God I wasn't born in the olden days. Yeah, for real. He will say that to me, like, well, thank God I wasn't born in the olden days, Because, you see, we feel relieved when we talk. we feel okay. TikTok.
Tọ́lání bàbá wa ṣeré náà.
Tọ́lání wo?
Tọ́lání ọ̀rẹ́ níyì. Kẹ́mọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tó fi padà sí. Kò tí ì sọ fún mi.
Àǹtí, ṣe rí kí n má parọ́ fún ṣe kí n sọ máa ìdí wò mí fún yín. Àǹtí, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ máa ìdí wò mí fún yín, kò lè ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣe rí bí Wùmí ṣe wà yẹn, wàláhì bí kẹ́sùn kẹ́ má jù ló ṣe máa ṣe. Ṣé gbà bẹ́ẹ̀?
Kò lè rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Kò lè rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run, ẹ̀yin àti Yọ̀nù. Nǹkan tó máa ti pè sí orí ẹ̀yin méjèèjì.
Àwọn ti chicken ló máa ń jẹ ẹni tó máa lọ́ra òdìdí kan sí nǹkan ti
tọ́kì ní kẹ́ra àǹtí tọ́kì. Ẹ̀yẹ́ ti ti yí jẹ́ àràbà ńlá. Ṣé pé títí àkàlà máa gbòòrí tó ṣù? Àyùbá ni mo ti gbọ́ kí ní ẹlẹ́nu ẹ̀ báyìí. Ṣé ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn ò ní tracker ni? Ó yẹ kó ní tracker náà tó bá tẹ̀ sórí fún
ìdí ẹ̀mí mọ́ ọmọ find out bóyá
àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ bá máa ṣe é sí. Ẹ máa ṣe nǹkan tí ẹ máa fi technology sí.
Ṣàtúláyà.
Àǹtí, ìfọ̀ àmọ́ wish pé mo ti lè unlock kíní mi kí wá gbé àwọn èèyàn sókè kọ́ máa. Gbé borùn làwọn àwọn máa ju gbé borùn ní ti. Wọ́n mi ò ní wà responsible fún nǹkan anybody bá sọ o. Anybody máa hold me responsible for anything any panelist bá sọ.
Please send me the last page. By the time I got to the page, status. Because mo like yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ ní gbogbo mọ́ ṣe lọ sílé babaláwo. Wọ́n ṣe gbẹ́bọ̀ àṣẹ ẹ̀ tí ẹ̀ ṣe kinní kan ìyẹn sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. So that's the one I'm looking for. I don't have that one. Ṣùgbọ́n kí mo máa ń confuse God's protection àti paparazzi tí n bá rí paparazzi because they use the same picture profile. Tell me, I would like it Tolani, very pretty. Just want to watch it. I get her stuff on my FYP. On my journey. That be journey on mama jo, ẹ̀rín on mama rí olùgbàlà tí lámì láre. Hallelujah. She does very well. I really like her. I know she used to be a supporter of Omowummi. But it doesn't mean I cannot like her. I really like her. She only a Lara. I like her a lot. We were the undisputed law to be born law. Hey Joe, come see me, oh. No, I'm too small. Ẹ ṣàánú wa o, ẹ ṣàánú Mohbad o.
Ibo ni.
You rather be dáwó o, you rather than apọkọjáyé o, you rather be dáwó o, I rather be dáwó ju apọkọjáyé lọ o, ní pọkọjáyé o.
Ibo ni kílókọ̀ bọ́yà àti apọkọjáyé fàdé. Ṣé wọ́n ṣíná fúnra wọn lánàá ni?
Ṣé spending àti apọkọ?
Spending àkọ́kọ́.
Mi ò rí wọn, mi ò lọ sórí Instagram.
Latest, wọ́n fire ara wọn.
Wọ́n fire ara wọn. Àwọn tí Wùmí ṣì máa tọ́jú ẹ̀ máa drag Wùmí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní fire for fire ni, ẹ̀mí àfẹ́ ẹ̀ la.
Àfẹ́ ẹ̀ bọ́.
Kó ní sùúrù kálejò mi dé. Ẹ̀mí àfẹ́ ẹ̀ la. You go feel it. You go feel it now. Is there what? Prince, wọ́n ti fẹ́ bó ọ̀pá lánàá.
Kí náà ní Prince ṣe?
Mi ò lè sọ.
Kí náà mọ́ lọ́mọ ṣe?
Mi ò lè sọ tán. Ó ní àìná òkè ó wà mẹ́wàá náà ná òkè. Wọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ ayé wà gbogbo wọn máa múyàn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. What a life. benevolence yà ní kò mọ̀yàn bú eréṣì mọ̀yàn bú àti máa bú ẹ báyìí máa mọ̀ pé kéèyàn mọ̀yàn bú achievement ní láyé benevolence ayé ẹ ti ta pa ò bí popcorn.
ayé ẹ ti làbàskẹ́ṣì tó.
lọ́sì ẹ̀ ló ti làbàskẹ́ṣì làkàlàkà lọ́dún yìí.
láyé pé ìbú ló fi gbà sí.
aláwọ̀ akẹ́kẹ́ kò mọ̀yàn bú tó tọ́jà ní ọ̀rọ̀ ẹyọ kan tó sọ tó jò tọ́ ni èmi ìmọ̀yàn bú bí ìbúyàn rí láyé mi. àti bí ìníwèrè tó ń bú.
Church lè jẹ́ sí wọn tí bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ bá wọn mọ̀ pé òótọ́ mi máa ń sọ.
ìgbà tó mọ̀yàn wèrè fà.
mi mọ̀ wèrè náà báwo ṣe máa mọ̀yàn wèrè fà àgbà tí mi ò mọ̀ wèrè.
When I talk, so they rather go and report to my parents. I mean, I don't take shit.
Okay, I report it from parents. Báwo ṣe mọ parents?
I wonder, no be.
Àwọn ti dé ti ládì ẹ̀rí ni.
Ah, no.
Wọ́n wá report fún parents mi náà. Láti tán ní Adura gẹ, if you come for me, I come for you. Adura gẹ, Thanks.
Àwọn pípọ̀ yẹn, àwọn tó máa tẹ̀lé Wunmi wọ prison, wọ́n pọ̀ gan bàjẹ́.
And some people, some very key people, they get into, look at Sammy Jojo started with them and now he knows the truth. Look at, Tolani already. Tolani, báyé Tolani gbà yóò wá ṣe kíní kan máa ṣe gbà. But look at her now, I think she has seen the light. Bóyá mi ti bá sọ̀rọ̀. I mean, I don't know, she might still be supporting Wunmi, but or maybe she's now neutral and she's observing. She's observing because some things are not just adding up. And your best bet is just to look. Orí òótọ́ làwa wà now. How can you be a wife? We love ourselves so much. We are this, we are that, yet you remove yourself from every situation, every key important places. Even Mikey was the one that was taking this guy. He took him around from one CT scan to the other CT scan center. She was never there to be found. Okay, how was the fight? She was never there. How was the nurse? She was never there. She's cooking. How was the wound? She was never there. How was this? She was never there. They wanted to bury. She was never there. She said, I didn't even know. And you call yourself you're the husband of your youth at your age? Why did you even go to the show to begin with a 5-month-old baby? Yomi went to police station with a 4-year-old, or how old is Korede? Wọ́n yá pẹ̀rẹ̀pẹ̀rẹ̀ ni. Ọmọ yẹn máa pàrọ̀ police station ṣeré ni, ọmọ yẹn máa ṣe kíní kan ni. Your people, ìwọ wá gbé ọmọ oṣù 5 lọ sí club show. It's your choice, but it's not your choice to take Korede to that place. Nobody, none of them, not even admit to one wrong. Baba Mohbad buried the boy early. What could he have done? He will have taken the boy to his house and laid him on the bed. Because the man rejected him.
Or could it be that she went back to her hood to make some connections?
She didn't go back to her hood, my sister. Another thing is,
Prince, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but Wunmi have not spoken yet. She have not spoken the truth yet. She has not.
so ló ṣe àwọn yẹn àti Pythagoras onípátá pupa.
Because tó bá ṣàfẹ́ gba.
Kókó ọkùnrin ajókòó agbéṣẹ́ àtàwọn obìnrin òun nìkan lọkùnrin láàrin obìnrin mẹ́jọ aláìnírònú aláìnítìjú òpònú every single day. Ajókòó síbẹ̀ à ń ta gold à ń ta copper o.
Because our mission in Ikorodu that night is suspicious. Because, and again, she didn't come down from the vehicle. Who knows? Maybe one or two people must have visited her doing her stay.
She came down.
She did not.
Who?
Wunmi did not come down from Prado Jeep.
She came down and she threw some certain substances in the graveyard. She came down.
No, I mean on the day of the show.
Oh, the show.
Yeah.
And again, there was
gbogbo tó pamọ́ níwájú ènìyàn kedere báyìí ní níwájú Ọlọ́run máa tún wọn láṣìírí jáde ẹ máa wòran. What God cannot do does not exist.
Do you believe that there was no fight in Ikorodu that day?
100% there was no fight.
Just clip. There was no fight.
There was no fight 100%. And if there was fight, Wunmi come and prove it. Prove it. There will be a fight. No single picture. Any picture can come. Wọ́n wá ṣetán wá ní kó fọwọ́ gbá gíláàsì.
See, the reason why those from my team are coming for me is because I always to say, Wunmi have not spoken the truth yet. Wunmi, this or that.
Yeah, ìwọ ni Wunmi dẹ̀ ìwọ ló máa ṣu Wunmi lópó.
Wunmi have not spoken the truth yet. No.
Ìwọ ló máa ṣu Wunmi lópó.
Ẹ fẹ́ pa mí àbí? Tí mo lọ lẹ̀ sí 6 feet.
Ọlọ́run ní
ṣe káyìn náà.
Anyway, my ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ ní kàlọ́.
Líle kan tó bá sílẹ̀ fún mi, kó mi ò tẹ̀ líle, ìyàmà.
Àbí wọn náà fẹ́ di oko tèmi, àbí ọkọ tèmi.
Justice for Baba Faruku.
Baba Faruku, Baba Faruku, Baba Faruku, Baba Faruku, ó ṣàkàndí, Baba Faruku, Baba Faruku.
Àwọn aṣáájú sí láòdì, déètì wo lẹ pé ẹ̀ náà?
I'm hoping Friday or Saturday this week.
My cancel shift me.
My cancel shift here. Oh, I am not there. Oh Allah, my God, Ganusi show. Lama she Ganusi.
Wise Mary ni àwọn mi bí bẹ̀rẹ̀ má jẹ́ kó wá.
God, a máa fi lé pọn tí, a máa fi gbogbo ọ̀nà roka. A máa ganu sí báyìí ni. Ẹ̀mí wọn á gbọ̀n jìnnìjìnnì. Ẹ̀mí wọn á gbọ̀n jìnnìjìnnì. Guys, let us go home so I can sleep. Take me platform, mo tún lọ sùn. But má ti kọ́kọ́ pé jacuzzi tó ń sìn. While I'm in the jacuzzi, I'll be playing your show. Màá wà bẹ̀ ọ̀run ìtì ẹ̀ ní láti play yín lọ torí wọn ẹ̀pẹ̀ Mama Kele ní orúkọ mi ṣá. Escape. Tell them I'm living rent free on top of all their medulla oblongatas. Wọn bí ìyá wọn dá. Kọ́ má sọ̀rọ̀ mi. Wọn bí ìyá wọn dá. Gbogbo wọn ní o. Gbogbo wọn yẹn. I'm living rent free. In their cerebellum and their cerebellum. Tell them. So wọn bí ìyá wọn dá. Kọ́ má sọ̀rọ̀ mi. So jẹ́ fi ilẹ̀ kẹ̀kẹ́ díẹ̀ ẹni tá nà lára ń ta ẹ̀kẹ́ díẹ̀. Hopefully Friday or Saturday ẹ máa jẹ gbà kòbókò máa ti rẹ sínú pankẹ́rẹ́ yẹn máa ti rẹ sínú ata a bá máa nà yín báyìí a máa wí nà yín báyìí ni wí hopefully màá ti rí bàbá Farouk bá sọ̀rọ̀ before then too.
Okay, that's good.
àti rí bàbá Farouk bá sọ̀rọ̀ because mo ń try láti press àwọn button kan bóyá mo lè rí bàbá Farouk so ọjọ́ tí bàbá Farouk ní ọjọ́ tí tèmi bá ti jáde kẹ́ inbox mi máa kọ́ yín ní tẹ́ máa ṣe ní tètè dà tí ẹ ṣe díẹ̀ lóòótọ́ ó kéré but máa kọ́ yín mẹ́ṣẹ́ máa ṣe ẹ gbé débẹ̀ ẹ gbó jìgìjìgìjìgì ẹ jù bálabàla ẹ gbó jìgìjìgì ẹ fọ́ lẹ́nu gbogbo ẹ fọ́ gbogbo ẹnu ẹ dànù ẹ̀yẹ ṣáàpè mí tó bá ti jáde ọ̀kẹ́ inbox yín náà ọ̀kẹ́ ẹ̀yìn inbox mi tó lè mí lè má mọ̀ bóyá wà nílé ọ̀nà tó bá ti jáde ẹ̀yìn inbox mi. Baba Farouk, you understand? Tó dájú kẹ̀kẹ́ lè gbòmìnira ẹ máa gbọ́ mo fẹ́ bọ́ lórúkọ Jésù mo á fẹ́ bọ́ o Baba Farouk fẹ́ bọ́ Baba Khalid fẹ́ bọ́ o máa kọ́ yín ní tẹ́ máa ṣe tẹ́ bá ṣe èyí lẹ́ máa gbalé òun náà máa lé síta ẹ̀yẹ ṣáà inbox mi good morning kẹ níbo síbo ṣé Nàìjíríà gan tí wọ money where are you calling from are you in Australia good morning everyone bíi ti bo olúwo nìyẹn. Which country is that? Olùkọ́ṣà pọ̀ láyé yìí ṣá.
Australia.
Ṣé o ní Aussie lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ní Australia? Okay, I got it. So Australia náà ló ti wà ní 6:41 a.m. Australia. Wọ́n lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ní Aussie. Ó ga ọ́. Ṣàkárá pọ̀. Aussie. Èmi náà kí ni mo wà rẹ̀? Yankee làánú ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣàkárá mi o. Okay, good morning to you, Australia people. Australia, okay, good morning. Ẹ̀yin ti sáré wà ní Tuesday. Yìí fast o. Anyway, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sínú jacuzzi mi. I've not been able to start running the water because mi máa lọ run the water. Tí mo lọ gbàgbé sùn lọ sórí show. Well, although I cannot have a flood because I have a leveler. When it gets to certain level, it will shut itself up. But still, I'm not running the water. So I want to go. Guys, prepare on Friday or Saturday. You must bowl iron, no? You must. It's okay, I'm okay. I don't need it. Anyway, guys, let's call it an afternoon and a morning and an evening. Ọlọ́run kó ṣọ́ wa. Adélébárí àrìnà kọrí o. Àwa ò ń ṣorí 24/7. Àfi íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì jẹun. Omi ti wà nínú àgbọn kójò tó rọ̀. Àwa ò ń ṣoní fi íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì jẹun àwọn olè. Ọjà wọn ti kùtà. Wọ́n máa jókòó sórí àtẹ tí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àìpèsè ló kàn plug fóònù yẹn síbẹ̀ permanently.
Ọkọ ẹ̀ ló máa ń ṣe tap. Ọkọ lè ń ṣe tap. Ọkọ ọ̀tá ń ṣe.
Ní orí tó sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí, ó dà pé ìfàjà yẹn ń wò lára gan.
Kí ló bá yé ẹ̀jẹ̀ abẹ́fẹ́? Ló bá yé ẹ̀jẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀kọ̀ra fi tíntínní síta ní tíntínní. Wọ́n ṣe sẹ́ the list lòún gbé jáde yẹn. Mo dẹ̀ ti ní tó ó dẹ̀ ní kó jí àmì. Èmi ló lè dì mọ́. Abẹ́fẹ́ ìjọ tó bá tún fẹ́ gbẹ̀mí jáde táàgì mi o. ẹjọ́ ẹ táàgì mi láti fẹ́ gbèmí ìjáde ẹ táàgì mi o mi ò kó ṣu yí kéré mi ò kó yọ yí kéré yí ọkọ mi ẹ táàgì mi o tẹ bá ti fẹ́